What's up, guys? LazarusKen here. I'm bringing you a commentated dungeon clearing of Surtr Descends. Thing you need to know about this dungeon is that you have to have at least all 5 attributes on your team. They don't have to be main attributes. The requirements can be fulfilled by a sub-attribute, but you got to make sure that you have at least all 5 attributes in your team. So we're going to be doing a legend playthrough just so we can show you guys the basics of how to beat this dungeon. I'm running with a team that's actually quite ironically fitting. We've got all 3 Odin ultimate evolutions. We've got my ace in the whole war deity of the magic spear. We got a god of the destroying lance. We've got a Japanese god here, Susanoo no Mikoto. We've got him for his bind resistance and his iron wall stance. Taking half damage for 5 turns is quite helpful in this dungeon. We've got our bind resistant super auto healer Shining Lance Wielder Odin, as well as his Gungnir skill. It would be a lot better if his skill did more damage based on his level, but since his attack's only 1040, it does less. It's not as effective as, say, Diabolic Lance. We've got our bind status clearer, who's also completely bind resistant, as well as a plus 500 auto heal, Keeper of Paradise, and we'll be utilizing a friend, Guardian of the Sacred City Athena. So without further ado, let us begin. Not only clearing this dungeon good for this video, but it'll also rank me up. So that's pretty nifty. Yeah, go for my bind resistant monsters every single time. We're going to attack the purple cat creature first. There we go. Could have probably got the fire. There's the fire. So that's going to kill the cat creature. Oh, interesting. We got the drop for the cat creature. Double 2-prong and a Skyfall heal. Can't ask for more than that, much more than that. So, thus begins the Wielder stage. Now, players should know, if you're unfamiliar with the way this dungeon works, this floor, Wielder does a little thing called, it's something Dragon Flame. I can't remember the name of the move specifically right now, but he'll use it in a second. But it basically deals an attack of a very small amount of damage. Crimson Dragon Flame, that's right. And every time he uses it, it deals a little bit more damage than the turn fire. So whereas the last one did 400, this one does around 1,000. So get all that. Got a lot of water orbs. Hopefully he doesn't turn them into fire orbs, because he will. Or he'll turn my fire orbs into fire orbs. That's smart of you, Wielder. Keep the 2 prongs going. Skyfall heals are helpful. Eventually, though, after doing a certain number of those attacks, he will use something called, I believe it's Emperor Flame. And Emperor Flame deals a massive, massive attack. You might use it next. Flame Emperor, that's what it's called. So you always want to be careful when doing that. If you have the health to tank that hit, you should be golden. Because he's going to use Crimson Dragon Flame again in the same way that he used the other. So you get that. That ends that floor. Next floor is Archangel Gabriel. Actually, I believe it's Wood Dominion Gabriel specifically. So he's going to bind our leaders, which isn't going to last very long because we're going to do that. I'm going to use Soul Scales, and now we play a very short waiting game, just dealing some damage to him right now. Oh, the sky falls. Wow. We can use Soul Scales. Next turn, we will unleash an attack. Attacking him here. Now that that shield is gone, we're going to use Diabolic, our Destroying Lance Gungnir, because now he can be poisoned, which he has been poisoned, and even if this is probably going to kill him anyway, but if it doesn't, the poison damage will kill him. Yes, the poison damage was just a precaution. Now begins the frustrating part of this. If you get lucky enough, if say you're using this team, if this was swapped to your leader position, you could still get a very powerful attack modifier. Sadly, he chose to give me a 70 or 80% damage reduction at full HP. So we're going to basically just kind of try to grind him down at this point. So he's going to black out the screen and transform. Use Glitter of Aegis to point out the wood orbs. Okay. Good amount of wood damage. Let's see, those are water orbs. Nice Metatron. I always hate when he uses Fear Gift for some reason. I don't know why. Come on, Athena, you can point out the water orbs. Ah, good. Ooh, Skyfall water. Not bad. Let's see what we got here. I couldn't actually tell. He's probably going to, oh, he's using Black Pain, okay. And Black Pain again. Yep. I had a feeling that was gonna kill me. That's a big problem you gotta deal with. If you can't kill him before he starts using Black Pain, you might need to spend a stone, which I'm gonna do here so I can show you guys how to beat the boss. So in this case, we're going to just deal some damage enough to hopefully kill Loki right here. Yep, here he goes. And last but not least, Surtr, or Awoken Surtr. And at this point, we're just gonna start by dealing as much damage as we can. We're gonna get those 2 prongs going to do that. I'm gonna try matching fire combos. I'm gonna put more fire orbs on the screen, which is okay. Get that 2-prong water in there. Municipal's army. That's okay. Corona. Corona turns all the orbs into fire orbs, obviously. Lasted longer than I thought it would. I'm just gonna put more fire orbs on screen. Double 2-prong. That's good. Black Flame. Black Flame takes any fire orbs on screen and converts them into jammers, which I quickly avert. Very good. Now Overheat increases the chance of fire orbs to appear, and Body Burns Up turns his Dark Sub into another fire. Ooh, that's okay. Now we can't poison him, but we'll get some good damage on him. Now, we'll do that. Use Corona. Gonna put some more jammers up on the field. Let's use Gunner. He doesn't bind, so we don't need to worry about wasting a bind heal. Use Levitain. Let's get that 2-prong in there. And there. Last Flame is his big damage attack that he uses until death, once you get him below a certain percentage of health. So, with that in mind, we will proceed to just match combos to deal enough damage to kill the boss. And with this next Flame Row and auto heal, cool. It should be dead. No drop, but that's okay. I've gotten this boss monster drop 3 times. Twice on regular, legend, and once on mythical. I only did mythical once. So overall, not a bad run. Aside from having to revive on Loki, wasn't too bad. So even though we didn't get the drop, I still have the monster, so I will show you his the monster I got from the mythical drop. The mythical drop does give you a level 5, whereas if you manage to get in the 40% on the legend drop, he will be level 3. His skill, much similar to Goemon the Thief, turns all the orbs into fire orbs. And his leader skill is actually quite surprisingly useful, Fire Sword of Eradication. If you rely on a team that does major damage and has a lot of hit points to back it up, but doesn't need as much recovery, this might be the one for you. And he deals a fire counter attack as well as doubling your attack and HP if you're a physical type. So, not a bad monster. I got 2 more Cert that I have that I realize if I get my hands on Fryer, which I'm hoping to get because I hope to complete multiple series, Awoken Cert is required to ultimate evolve him into Awoken Freyr. I believe you also need Noah. Yes, you need Noah to ultimate evolve him as well. So next time Noah descends, I'll be farming for Noah. I don't know why I have another Surt, but I'll hold on to them in case. So yeah, and these are the monsters from the beginning, right here and here. So yeah, that's Surtr Descended. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and catch you on the next one. LazarusKen out.